as we kick off a new series today for the month of November. How has the market performed in November over the past decade or so? Ansh takes us through all of that data. Ansh, take it away.
Right, so this is a study based on seasonality. So we have collected data for the month of November of over last 10 years, and as per that, many major indices have delivered positive return on an average basis. But talking about Nifty first, index has delivered a positive 1.2% average return in the month of November, but it has been positive only for 5 out of 10 Novembers, showing a 50% probability of being positive. But if we talk about Nifty mid cap, here we are saying it has been positive for 8 out of 10 November, giving an average return of over 2% and highest return of over 15%. Now let's talk about the sectoral indices. As you can see in the table as well, let's get the table in the screen. Banking indices have been the top performer on the average basis. If we see PSU Bank, Nifty Bank, Financials, Private, all have given over 3% average return in the month of November for last 10 years. Further, talking about indices, let's take a look over indices that have been positive for more than 7 Novembers in last 10 years. Here we are seeing Nifty Bank and Nifty Real Estate actually giving a return of 3.6 and 2.3%. Now on the contrary side, index which has given a negative for more than 7 Novembers in last 10 years is Nifty Pharma Index, which has been down for almost 2% on average basis. Lastly, let's check F&O stocks that have delivered positive return in over 7 Novembers. Here we see Tata Communication, SBI, Persistent, Biocon all delivering average return of over 5%, followed by Tech Mahindra and Torrent Pharma. So keep an eye on the stocks and especially on mid-cap index, which could act as a good buying opportunity for any corrections.
All right, thanks Ansh for taking us through that very interesting set of data you've collated there for us. But let's also talk about what the F&O setup for today is looking like. We're kicking off a new series and implied open is still not indicating crossing 19,000 on the Nifty. So what's the setup looking like for today?
Sure. So actually there are many negatives which happened yesterday. For example, Nifty gave a decisive breakdown from its psychological level of 19,000 mark. It touched 3-month low. The index also registered longest selling streak in over 7 months. Yesterday, as you said, that it was an F&O expiry. So where October series registered biggest series decline in over a year and biggest October month series decline in over 5 years. Also, as today is the first session of the November series. Speaking of which, if we check the historical trend, November series have been positive in 4 out of 5 Novembers, giving an average move of more than 4.5% in last 5 years. Whether November will deliver positive return in this series or not, only coming few sessions can give us some idea about it. Now let's see what happened in F&O segment. Short builder was seen in Nifty futures with open interest jumping by 56%, showing bearishness. On option fund, we saw call writing at 19,000 strike, indicating strong resistance around here. Now let's shift our focus to what FIS did. They covered 30,000 long, they added 29,000 short contract. So net to net, we are seeing a position of 60,000 contracts being built up on downside. Now this is huge. This is the reason why FI total short positions have actually jumped from 74% to 89%, a level which has not been seen for a very long time. So in a nutshell, F&O data continues to be negative, plus charts also seems negative till Nifty stays below 19,000 mark on closing basis.